Years ago, in a land far, far away, there lived a boy who dreamed of parkour.
You know, the crazy thing is that at this time a year ago, or probably at this point like 13 months ago, I was only at actually less than 50 subscribers. And I knew like 48 of them. They were my friends from home who've supported me since day one. So I just want to give a huge thank you to those 50 people. You more or less know who you are. And I hyped them up. I was like, when I get to 50 subscribers, I'm gonna film a 50 subscriber thank you parkour video. So that's what that's what the horrible video you just saw was, for context. But of course, I didn't actually end up making that video. I enjoy hyping people up and making things big and dramatic and then crushing their dreams, you know? Just kidding. But I never ended up making that video, so now that we've reached what's an unimaginable 50,000 subscribers, that was the video for you just now. Now we're gonna get straight into answering these questions, but for those of you who are new, welcome, and I'm Josh Chen, and for those of you who are returning to watch this glorious 50,000 subscriber thank you question and answer, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Question number 1 is, if you hadn't chosen to pursue becoming a doctor, what other profession would you have pursued? Now, I answered this in another video, but the answer is I would have either liked to be a professor, a college professor. I probably would have wanted to teach chemistry, or I would have become a chef because I enjoy cooking, although I don't necessarily know if that's the life for me. So I'm happy that I chose the medical field. It's something that I feel at home in, and it fits my strong suits. But when I was a kid, I also wanted to be an architect. That's a fun fact. And then I told my pediatrician, one day she was like, "Oh Josh, what do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said architect, and she was like, "That's horrible, it takes too long to become." And then, yeah, so that kind of crushed my dreams. Anyways, question number 2 is from Mike and Maddie, and it says, what is your dream brand to work with? By the way, shout out to Mike and Maddie, great channel, go check them out if you haven't. Anyways, I'm gonna give an unrealistic and a realistic dream brand to work with. My unrealistic dream brand to work with is Monster Energy, or like Rockstar or something, but actually I like Monster a lot more. And it's because I've just drank so many Monsters at this point in time, maybe like between over like 100 Monsters, and I just love the taste so much. I call it the elixir sent from the heavens because it's whew. Anyways, so that's the unrealistic one because they wouldn't just sponsor some random study dude. But the realistic one is, I really like a brand called Mandala Scrubs. My roommate introduced me to them. If Mandala Scrubs wanted to work together, I would. Anyways, next question is, how often do you use Anime Doro? When I was in college, it was between 4 to 5 days. I would do it almost every single day. It's just when I studied with other people, I wouldn't do it naturally because like we didn't do it together. I just followed whatever pace they were going at, and it was more relaxing to study with other people. But when I was on my own, I did it almost every single day. And then during the gap semester, it was almost never because I had nothing to study. And right now, so far, I haven't been studying much either, so very little. But I've used it a couple of days actually since med school has started. The next question is, which is your favorite Pokemon? And have you played any Pokemon games, or did you only watch the anime? Well, let me get something. My favorite Pokemon is Pikachu because Pikachu is super cute, and also Pikachu is like the original Pokemon from the series, you know what I mean? The stock character that when you think of Pokemon, you think of Pikachu. And now, in terms of if I've ever played the Pokemon games or if I only watched the anime, my brothers and I would sneak downstairs and like turn on the TV to watch Pokemon every Saturday. But And we played with like the Pokemon trading card games until my mom thought they were like from the devil and she threw them out. But I did play the Pokemon video games after they came out, a long time after they came out, after I managed to put it onto my calculator. I had a TI Inspire, so in like the back of geometry class we would just play Pokemon, and the teacher wasn't very happy about that. The next question is, how is your mental health? And did you decide to go to med school yourself? I guess my mental health is positive. It's okay. It's in the middle of the road. Could be better, could be worse. And in terms of if I chose to be a doctor myself, I'm not gonna say that there was never pressure from my parents. Not my parents. There was never pressure from people in my family. Mostly my grandma. She wanted me to become a doctor. There was no pressure from my parents, but there were people here and there that were like, "Oh, Josh, you should become a doctor." But it was, in the end, it was truly my own decision to become a doctor, which I'm grateful for. It makes me happy to know that there were people that wanted me to become a doctor, but were 100% okay with me not becoming a doctor, and then I ended up choosing that path anyways. So yeah, I chose it myself. Next question says, do you have a favorite movie/movie franchise? And if so, what makes it so special to you? All the Studio Ghibli movies, I think that they're excellently done. Amazing music. I walk around the streets listening to that music and it makes my life feel more epic. So if you had to watch a movie, go watch a Studio Ghibli movie. It'll be worth your time. Let's see. The next question is, how is your reaction if you ever meet a fan? This is an awkward one because I am a strange fellow, and sometimes there's normally like 3 scenarios. Either they just say like, "Oh, I've seen your YouTube channel," in which case I normally respond just like, "Oh, nice, cool." And then sometimes they're like, "Oh man, you're the Anime Doro guy, right? I love your videos." And then I'm like, "Thanks, man, I appreciate it," or something like that. And then there's the third case where they just go up to people and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a famous YouTuber," which is just the most awkward shit. And then I go like, I'm like, "No, don't worry about it, don't worry about it." Not even in like it's kind of weird when people talk about it. So I really appreciate it, and I truly appreciate it. But it's just, I'm too awkward to deal with that stuff. I'm too awkward to deal with that stuff. Unless they come up to me and they talk about anime, they're like, "Oh man, I'm a pre-med," and I'll talk to them about being pre-med. Or they're like, "Oh man, like I love anime, like what do you watch?" Then we'll have a good conversation. But if they're just like, "Oh, I watch videos, man," like sometimes I don't know what to say. I'm just like, "Oh, cool." The next question says, why am I in love with you? Yeah, no, I've never actually heard that one. You might need to see a doctor. Anyways, why don't you have your social media accounts linked to your YouTube channel? I mean, if they're not linked, I have them in the bio. I'll include it here again if you want. You can go check it out if you want. It's just in terms of social media, it's cool, but in terms of the other social media like Instagram or something like that, if I link them and I constantly check them, I get too addicted and it ends up wasting a lot of my time. So let's see, do you work out? Does it look like I work out? No, actually, to answer this question, I try for at least 3 times a week, just to stay healthy, not to like get swole or anything like that. But 3 times a week I think is a healthy amount. So yeah, that's my goal normally. And of course, given that I'm the Anime Doro dude, I have to answer the question, what's your favorite anime? And okay, I'm pretty trashy. I'm like a young boy who enjoys shonen. I like mindless entertainment where it just like is purely satisfying to watch. So the answer to that question is One Punch Man. That's my favorite anime. And closely behind that is Mob Psycho because it follows the same trend of like mindless entertainment, OP protagonist, almost no plot, and yeah, those are my 2 favorite animes. But I will acknowledge that there are other good ones out there. Now the last question was actually asked by a member in our Discord server. It said, when are you releasing them feet pics and for how much? First of all, you don't know if I've already released them. You gotta search the internet harder. But send me a DM and 1 cent. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for helping us get to this just incredible milestone. I never even thought we were gonna get to like 50. I never even thought we were gonna get to 100. there were days in the past when like I'd get 50 views and it'd be incredible. And now things have just changed so much since then. We've built up a little community and it's just incredible. And the entire time I've just been trying to show you guys, I've been trying to impart my knowledge, just my philosophies, trying to show you guys the journey of an accelerated medical student and now just a normal medical student. Haven't taken any sponsors or anything like that because once again, it's always been about making good things for you guys to watch. And I know now that I'm in med school, things are going to get a lot busier, but I hope that I can still try to make videos regularly for you guys that you guys can enjoy and just bring you along to see the inside scoop of someone pretty average's life that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. Anyways, if you like the video, once again, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.